3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw right away is Shuck. Open man is tipped in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today, because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. That is caught.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Throw left side, taken in by Palmer.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Miller running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And
happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together.
Go.
Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Second down and 6 now.
Hey, kill.
Now Goff. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. 7 yards there and a first down. The Buccaneers at 11-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw. Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they are back to 500 on the year. Got the win last weekend. And it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season. So it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, Shuck. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Elijah Cansey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Touchdown! Trey Palmer, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
70. Hey, Cal. Listen.
Here's Goff. Rotates Williams along the sideline. Pass is complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here goes tonight. 180. Maverick, roll.
Play action. It's Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
Value free.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
What's that?
Irving is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
What's that?
They'll run with Irving. And this time he is in. Bucky Irving, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all their friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now Shuck. That's taken in by Palmer. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36.
13 yards on the play. It's a 6. First down.
Throwing, Shuck.
This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Rick Flair, hey! Hey, kill Kip!
Goff now looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
11.
Gone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Goff. Williams brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now it's gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They begin with a run by Miller. We'll get this to about the 38.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now he brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Shuck. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line.
40-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on the toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Goff now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Goff now looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it'll be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Shuck. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal.
And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Shuck now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. Open man, it's Palmer.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Jackson,
56 yards.
and the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, good looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw is gone.
They'll find McMillan here.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
180.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Trey Palmer. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. Completes it to Miller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Open man is tipped in. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 36-yard
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the gun, Shuck. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
To the air again is Shuck. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
Now you want. Well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup. Represents second and goal.
We're good.
At the Saints' 2-yard line.
Again, Goff. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Saints 28. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Palmer going in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Now Shuck. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up third down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kendra Miller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they are not able to solve their opponents. So they kind of keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
We're good.
Play action. It's gone. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They need 12 here. It's third down. Goff. He'll try and do this himself. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Goff now looking to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Throwing, Shuck. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And they'll hand off to Hull. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
From the gun on third down, here's Shuck.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December,
giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
2 for 66. Okay.
From the end zone, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Returnable here from the 38. Three-quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Shuck. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now gone. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now it's gone. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, 76. 70. We're good. We're good.
Goff now to throw. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Hold on. Check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
180.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. This pass wheeled in by Hull. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Shuck now to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw is Shuck. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the set, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Third down. 3rd and long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
To throw now, Shuck.
And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. We'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd down.
Go. 180.
Once again, it's Irving.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Goff now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
6-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Super. Cut. 120. Two. Cut.
Here's a handoff to Irving. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's 1st down.
20-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. Super one. Five. What's that?
Now Goff.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Hey, Shell. Shell. Cornell.
Now it's gone. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Got it. Ready?
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Come on. Ready.
Throwing here is Hooker. This will be caught at about the 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
18. Let's go. 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll look to throw. For the left side, it's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. A run here to home. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
From the gun, Shuck. He'll try and do this himself. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown would win it.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
180.
On the handoff, this is Irving. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Hey, lift. Lift. We'll go tonight. 180.
First down, here's White. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Hold on.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Goff. Finds White. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Goff.
pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on fourth down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get